To my right is Willie, who is a candidate for Congress, as well as a legendary figure in our community. To my left is Eric Adams, who's the president of the Grand Council of Guardians and a candidate for Congress in Brooklyn. We are here, elected officials such as Assemblyman Larry Seabrook, chairman of the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus, will be joining as Albany finally closed its session late last night, because we are outraged that the mayor and others will try to overlook an openly and blatant racist statement by John Dyson for the state senate to confirm him to the MTA when the majority of riders of mass transit in this city are black and Latino, when he has, in the course of a conversation over whether or not a black-owned firm would be added as an advisor on bonds to the city, said that the controller of the city did not know the difference between bids and watermelons, is outrageous and inexcusable. His apology is not enough. His resignation is mandatory. His being on the MTA board is a disgrace. We call on the New York City Council to vote to denounce and repudiate his statement and to officially call on the mayor to remove him as deputy mayor. Let us remember that when Rudolph Giuliani was running for mayor, he complained when statements were made and said that he would never allow anyone in his campaign or in his administration that offended people. When there was a statement made by a Brooklyn clergyman calling him a fascist, which in no way implicated all Italians, he made that promise. Now when you have a blatant racist statement, Giuliani has for the second time refused to come to the fore and deal with the statements of John Dyson. This is the same John Dyson that said two white guys have always ran New York. How many times must he slip at the lip for us to see what is really in his heart? So people from the black community, the Latino community, and the white community must rise together and say that we will not have a public official that makes decisions over public funds that has a bigoted type of spirit toward people of color. And that's why on the 4th of July, as the mayor goes to whatever barbecue he wants, he and Andrew should, from Willie and Eric and I, have a Dunk John Dyson watermelon. No bigoted spirit. If they do not, then possibly our protest may start in the Wall Street area and then end up at City Hall. We do not intend to allow this man to be over contracts when he seems to have a bias against people of color.
Mr. Dyson has said in the past that he would have, he interprets this watermelon as any other fruit. He didn't mean to say this.
Well, he was not in a discussion of citrus fruits when he said it. Well, he was talking about the inclusion of a black business. In the context of his conversation, the one would have to only lead to, he had to be talking about black since that's what he was discussing when he made the remark. He was not at a fruit convention, he was at a meeting on minority contracts. And we think that Mr. Dyson should do what this watermelon is about to do, be put in the garbage.
And amen, go right there.
Right there.
Amen, go right there.
We don't find room to, I'll come back.
Try to contact Chief Corbin because that's this guy.
I think the city council must be there, and those that are negotiating with the city must protect her. But we cannot excuse the mob and say just give us the contract. We want both. We want the resignation and we want the contract because she's qualified for the contract, whether the remarks are made or not.
Amen, go right there.